Here we are at the garden party for His Royal Highness Prince Charles. I'm talking with the captain of the women's football team who has qualified for the London 2012 Olympics. And please introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Amanda Dlamini, captain of Banyana Banyana.
Well, it's fantastic that you qualified to get to London. What do you think having women's football in London will mean?
Well, for us as South African society, firstly, it's very important because it's the first time that South African women's team has actually qualified. And I mean, in terms of representing the African continent, as as women, we're fighting for women's sports. So I think it's a very great achievement.
Well, I think it's fantastic. And I think it's going to be terribly exciting in London next year. What are you looking forward to?
Well, we're looking forward to competition, obviously meeting new cultures. As a South African or African continent, we don't usually or always exposed to such events. But for us, we're just willing to embrace the moment and cherish it for the rest of our lives. It's history in the making, and hopefully, compete very competitively with the other European countries that have been to the Olympics in many times.
Well, good luck with that. Now, what's your impression of London? Do you think of it as a big, diverse, modern city?
Yeah, definitely. Also just the royalness behind London. That will be very interesting to learn about. So for us, we're just going there open-minded, but also just willing, that willingness to kind of learn new cultures as well.
Fantastic. Well, London's a great city for foreigners because it's so diverse. There's over 200 languages spoken in London, I think, and so you'll always find somebody that's got your language. And do you think things like the Olympics can help diversity issues and disability issues and women's issues, as you say?
Yeah, definitely. I think, when we talk about sports, we talk about interrelations, we talk about, bringing different cultures together. At some point, it does not really matter whether you're white or black or green or brown. It really doesn't matter. We're just talking about diversity, but also just being open-minded to kind of say we are willing to learn about different cultures. We're willing to learn about, disability sports as well, because sometimes we're just so, ignorant about certain factors surrounding sport, but also just surrounding the whole world. So we just, as athletes, just willing to go out there and learn, because this is the only platform that we can get in terms of learning. So for us, it's a great opportunity.
Well, this London won the bid, a lot of it on their legacy, because they've been training up, I think it's 12 million children in 20 countries on the International Inspiration Programme. What do you think it means to children to be able to get out of poverty through sport?
That's a great opportunity. I think, coming from a background of that sort, where you grow up in a very disadvantaged community where there's no resources, no facilities, the only thing that you can hope for is just dreaming that maybe your dreams will be realized, but there's just so limited, infrastructure resources. But when you have people intervening in those certain matters, then it just, brings hope and light to the younger generation that is still, growing, that still wants to have those dreams of going to the Olympics like us now. But I think it's something that should be really challenged, because there are a lot of young girls and boys that are just stuck in their communities with no direction, and this will probably shed some light, to also kind of help them learn many things, and also just try and revive that spirit in them of trying to make an income or a living out of sport.
And would it be your absolute dream to win the gold medal at the Olympics?
Definitely, for the first time. We like debutantes, and if we were to go for the finals and automatically win the gold medal, it would be just an amazing dream for us. But we're just willing to take it, one step at a time, learning curves there and there, but we're hopefully looking for good results.
Well, I wish you all the best. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.